As Thais enjoy the easing of COVID-19 restrictions, many remain reliant on food handouts from charities and local communities. And in some cases, there's not enough to go around for those who've been waiting. Many closed businesses are able to reopen after almost 2 months of being shut. But the state of emergency remains in place, along with the 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew. The ban on international flights to Thailand continues until the end of the month. Restaurants can have dine-in customers, but only one person per table and no alcohol. For Siriwong Petsunhan, it's better than nothing, but it might be too late.
I'm very worried about the tourism industry. Thais don't have the same purchasing power as foreign visitors. The Chinese, Koreans and Japanese spend a lot of money, but they're all gone. I think it may even take a year for things to get better.
The government will evaluate the situation every 2 weeks, either determining to further ease the restrictions or, if there's a spike in confirmed cases, reimpose some of the rules. While the government is very much focused on the here and now of tackling COVID-19, there's growing concern about the future. Some businesses opening up is good news, but this country is so reliant on the tourism industry that's at a standstill, like the empty streets here in Old Bangkok. There are many types of businesses connected with tourism, so a downturn cuts deep into the population here.
We are an economy that depends a lot on globalization. We depend a lot on the movement of people in terms of our dependence on tourism, I think contributing to nearly 20% of the GDP. We also depend heavily on export.
Pet grooming shops have also opened their doors. The owner of Bark Lounge used her personal savings to keep the business afloat. For her, it paid off.
A lot of my customers are starting to come back. I think because my shop was closed for a long time. During the temporary shutdown, my clients had no choice. Since the government lifted some of the restrictions, my customers are fighting to be the first in line.
Thailand's southern neighbor Malaysia also began loosening COVID restrictions. Most businesses, including restaurants, can reopen, but some states are keeping restrictions in place. They want more time to study the potential risks from relaxing the curbs. Back in the cramped, low-income neighborhoods of Bangkok, many don't work in the industries or businesses that have reopened, so they still need the food handouts. But there's hope that this is a first step that could lead to more restrictions being lifted, and that they soon can return to providing for their families on their own. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.